Salut, bonjour tout le monde. Today I'm going to show you how to use an online dictionary called Word Reference. I've been using Word Reference for years. It's personally my go-to online dictionary, and it's very much appreciated in the French department here at UIUC. Okay, so first you're going to go to some sort of online search engine. I choose Google. I normally choose Google because I like Google. So you're going to want to type in word reference. Pops up right away for me because I use it quite a bit. And here's the front page. First things first, word reference is really great because it's comprehensive and it has a lot of languages to choose from. So we're going to pick English to French and French to English. So English to French first. And we're going to say, let's say if I don't know the word for note in French, right? So in English, this is English to French. I'll type in note in the box. And first, we have quite a few different words that start with note in English, which is specified here on the left. So I'll just type in note. So, okay. First, we have the way the word is pronounced in English. In US Southern English, fantastic. And we have first, note, a short message in English, it's a noun. And then in French, we have the translation, which is un mot, un petit mot, or une note, right? It's a short message. Then below that, we have a sample sentence in English, and then it's translation in French so that we can see the context of how the word note is used, right? I wrote him a note, and je lui ai laissé un mot. Okay? So note can mean a lot of things. It could also mean a memory aid for speaking, like, oh, I left a note for myself, right? That's a pense-bête, like a sticky note. That's notes. We have a music note. Une note. Musical notation, same thing. To note something. She noted. Remarquer. Right? Noter. A footnote. Une note. You see? So there's a lot of different context it gives you for the word note, which is one of the reasons why it's an absolutely fantastic online dictionary, is because there's always context provided, right? For the verb note, we get verbs in French, right? And it continues on like this. A note as in a tone of speaking. Tone. We have phrases to note something down. Noter, prendre en note, right? Even further, composed forms. So compound forms of the word. A blue note, a cover note, a high note. Make a note of. And it goes on like this for quite a while because the context provided is extremely important when you're learning a new language and a new word. They all work together, right? They even give you notes on how to use the word in its given context. So on a high note, note, commonly used after the following verbs, start, begin, end, finish, right? Even more so, they give you the register of the word, or whether or not it's figurative, right? Meaning it's not literal. It's ironic, right? And that's what we really appreciate, is all the different contexts that they provide you. Now, let's say I find a word en français that I don't understand, that I don't recognize, right? And let's say that word is un cahier. Cahier comes up en français. I don't even have to change dictionaries. I can if I'd like. But if I type in a French word, it'll recognize that it's French, right? So un cahier. What does un cahier mean? So you can listen to it in French, either French, France French, so un accent français, which it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the only accent we find in France, but this is the one they provide us. And an accent that's from Canada, a Canadian accent. Okay, so cahier. There you go. So un cahier is an ensemble de feuilles reliées, an exercise book or a notebook, right? So basically, when we use the French to English dictionary, everything is flipped. So instead of us knowing what the word means in an English context, we now have it in its French context, right? So it explains what a cahier is with a French description, which is fantastic, right? That's how we kind of solidify an understanding of what a word means, because we have to understand what it means in the context of that language, okay? And so just like before, we're given the compound words that have cahier in them and how we would use them. So we have un cahier à spirale, a spiral-bound notebook. Un cahier de liaison, a parent-teacher contact book. A homework notebook, cahier de texte. Un cahier de vacances, right? So look at how important this note is here. In France, it's common for children to have textbooks to work on over the summer holiday to help them retain information learned over the preceding school year. So they even offer you cultural notes that would make it easier for you to understand how this word in French is used in context, right? So that's why we love word reference. It's extremely comprehensive, and it moves us away from translations with no understanding, because we don't want you to use Google Translate. And it's for this reason exactly. Context is important, and I think word reference does a great job in offering our students that.